So recently I just got a lot of messages from people who watch me on YouTube, and they asked me, what are the easy plants that I would recommend beginners and hobby gardeners to grow, right? So well, the thing is that, it's hard to say what plants are easy to grow because it's really the environment, right? The growing environment that determines how easy you can grow plants. So I think what I can do is to share with you the plants that are not too fussy, right? And plants that are, they are very forgiving, they are tough. Right? So if you grow them in the correct environment, they will do very well for you. So they can actually, tolerate mistakes, and they can give you the time to train you up to become a better gardener. So for the first plant, right, I think many gardeners like flowers, and if you are one of them, then this plant is for you, right? They are roses, right? So specifically miniature roses, right? They are readily available in plant nurseries, and you can get them at a very cheap price, right? They are very fast growers, and in the right growing environment, they can do very well for you. They can grow very fast, and give you those very colorful flowers very frequently. So to find out how to grow them well, you can definitely use the grow method, right? And you can learn everything in the other videos, right? So you can watch the other videos after this video. So I just tell you exactly what they need to grow well. So roses, they need to be grown under at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight, right? And you keep the soil moist and never let it to dry out. Right? Keep away from strong winds and use very draining garden soil, right? That would be the best. And you will need to fertilize them regularly with flowering fertilizers. So follow the instructions on the label itself. Right, so roses are great plants for balconies, for very sunny windows, or patios, or even like simple gardens. So once you get all the conditions right, they will grow really fast. So now to the second plant, right? So if you enjoy growing very useful plants, you should try growing rosemary. Right? Not only that you can use it in your cooking, but they can be used to freshen your hands when you rub the leaves, right? So I do that every time I leave my house. So you can grow it easily from cuttings that you bought from the supermarket, right? So you just bought that one packet that you use for cooking, you can actually use it as cutting to grow. And they grow pretty fast. So if you get the right growing conditions, right, they are pretty simple and straightforward to maintain. So rosemary generally need 6 to 8 hours of bright light, with preferably a few hours of direct sunlight will be really helpful. Right, so they don't really like their feet to be wet, right? So use very draining soil. So water when the topsoil feels dry, right? You just stick your fingers into the soil, you just touch. And when it is dry, then it's time to water. So rosemary, they can do well in very light wind conditions. They are not too fussy about the humidity level. So the best place to grow them is your balcony, right? Or by a very bright window. That would be best. So the key is to use the right soil, don't overwater them. They will really do well for you. So another very forgiving plant to grow is hawatcha. Right? So if you are very busy and you keep forgetting about watering your plants, right, this is the plant for you. So unlike most succulents out there, right, hawatcha do very well in lower light conditions, and they are pretty much very forgiving. So I love growing hawatcha because of their unique leaves, and they are somehow very translucent, and when under the sun, right, it actually sparkles. It really sparkles a lot, and it is also slow growing and require very little maintenance. So perfect for gardeners who don't know how to don't want to spend a lot of time trying to keep plants alive. Right, hawatcha can easily, right, they can easily sit beside you while you work, right, on your desk, and always smiling at you. So really, to grow hawatcha well, you will need bright light throughout the day. Right? I think that is good enough. And water only when the pot really feels dry. Right? So if you feel the pot is really light, then it is time to really water it. So that really means that very very dry, right? And use very draining potting media. So they are not too fussy about the humidity and things like that, right? And that's it, right? It's very simple to grow Hobbyists. But the only thing that is hard for Hobbyists is that it's hard to find them, it's hard to buy them. So I found mine in the supermarket. So if you're lucky, if you've been to one of the supermarket and you can find them, buy it, right? So that is Hobbyists. So there you go, the 3 easy and forgiving plants to grow. Right? So if you want to learn more about how to become a better gardener, but you need to check out my grow method. Right? It is a very powerful approach that makes gardening super enjoyable, without stress and without frustration. And you know, you don't have to keep trying and struggling to keep your plants alive. The power of our grow method has been proven a lot. And I have written an ebook on this, and you can download it for free by clicking on the link in the description below. So also go watch my other videos, right, and see how I implement the grow method. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and if this is the first time you're watching my channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button below so that you don't miss out any of my videos. So enjoy your gardening, and I will see you soon.